Hey guys, Shocky here bringing you guys another video, and me and Nick are going to do a set review for Cross Souls because we think it is absolutely amazing. So
It's
Nick,
awesome.
if you want to introduce yourself real quick and tell people check out your channel.
I'm Nick, DoxyRip. That's all you need to know.
Yeah, you've seen him in a lot of videos, usually me facing
Go way
him.
back.
And,
Don't go that far back.
and yeah, so we're gonna do the set review of Cross Souls because we think the set is really good and it has a lot of stuff in it. As you can see, all these archetypes that are being brought in, and
20 cards.
yeah, and this is the one I'm excited for right here, U.A.s. But we'll get to that because that's at the bottom of the list. We're going to start from the first one. There are 80 cards, I believe. No, there's 99. They should just put one more card in. What's up with that, man?
No, 99 it is.
Yeah, 99 confirmed. Okay, so we're going to start off with Sea Dragoons of Draconica.
Dragonica, yes.
Yeah. So he's a normal monster, just 3 stars with 2100 defense, which is pretty beastly. And when a monster is destroyed by battle while he's in the pendulum zone, you can special summon one normal monster from your hand. You can only use this effect once per turn. I mean, that's really good. So
Yeah, the normal's coming in hot.
yeah, I mean, it's not even a normal level 4. It's not a normal level 3. It's any normal, so you can get any normal you want. Blue eyes, you can get a red eyes, you can get a Cosmos Queen if you really wanted to.
And that's the pendulum effect too. It's not even like...
Yeah.
So you could just put them in your pendulum zone.
I mean, you could just run 3 of these guys just for that one effect, and I mean, it would be pretty relevant, especially if you're running something like that draw card that lets you get rid of a normal monster to draw 2 cards or whatever.
Trade in, yeah.
No, not trade in.
Oh.
Well, trade in, yeah. I mean, this deck, you can actually run a lot of draw cards. There's that one normal, you can get rid of a normal summoned... normal monster. I forget what it's called. It came out in a couple of sets ago, but it's like $18 or something like that.
Oh jeez.
And then there's Heart of the Underdog also, which will allow you to draw 2 cards if you drew a normal monster anyways. So I just think it's really relevant. Being a sea serpent, I think you can search him out. I'm not really too sure. We can go to tips actually, can't we?
Yeah.
So we can see how he can actually be searched out. Oh my god, he can be searched out by 78 million cards. You could rescue hamster him, so that could be something.
Oh, that's true,
yeah. So yeah, there's a lot of cards that can actually search him out. Mermail, Abyssal Spike can search him out. So Deep Sea Diva you can get him with, so that could be pretty good. Lantean Dragoons you can get him out with. So
there's a lot of combos.
Yeah, so I mean,
just to search him out.
Yeah, so good card. Comet, he's a rare, so he'll be pretty easy to get.
I like his art too. It's not bad at all.
Oh, there's some really good arts in the set too. So we'll see those in the future. Okay, next on to Phantom Griffin, who is going to be used with that last guy.
Yeah. So with this card, I was actually making a Box of Friends deck, and I knew that there's an OCG build that used him, but it wasn't in TCG yet. But now that we're getting him, I might just make that. So
yeah,
0 defense.
Yeah, that 0 defense makes him relevant. Also, him being a winged beast and wind also makes him relevant because you can use him with a lot of those cards. And I mean, there's not really much to say about him except he's a legendary monster that dwells secretly in the mountains. But I mean, other than that,
wait. The most important: fighting with harpies over hunting grounds.
I mean, if you're gonna talk about it, if you're gonna talk about a single a wing beat is said to cause the fiercest of storms. So I mean, it is what it is. A really good card, and just going to be a staple in any normal decks going forward. So next we're going to go into Performance Pals, which haven't seen really anything in TCG. I don't know if they've done anything in OCG. I don't really follow it. But yeah,
there's a lot of support in this set for
they're getting a lot of support. I mean, there's 4 monsters, and I think there's a couple of spell and trap cards, so definitely going to get a lot. And then Performer Pal Elfhammer is probably the best one.
It's disgusting.
Yeah, he's really good. If you control 2 or more Performer Pals, you can normal summon him without tributing. So you can get that out easily just by using the pendulums and and then you just special summon him. He kind of reminds me of a X-Saber Fall Troll who does the exact same thing, except Fall Troll I think is a little bit better. And then when this card declares attack, you can return all spell and trap cards your opponent controls to the hand. So
Sick giant true nade, except not on your cards.
yeah, the only downside is that you could chain to that like a Mirror Force or something.
Yeah,
but,
true.
But I mean,
it's still pretty good.
I'm not going to complain about that effect. It's 2600 beater. It can be more because of the Perform Pal effects that give 300 for each attacking, 1000 to one that's special summon this turn. So I mean.
I also think there's a card, it's a continuous, I think, something like Bubble or something.
Yeah, the Bubble one.
Yeah, they can't be destroyed by card effects or battle once a turn or something.
Oh,
like
that's
that.
right. So if you use that card with him, then it doesn't matter if they have Mirror Force.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Dies to Dimensional Prison, but not
There you
Mirror
go.
Force.
That's it. Everyone's going to start using Dimensional Prison.
Just for this one card. Next we have Perform Battle Bow Hopper, which is kind of a weird name, and I hope that's not his actual English name, because
He looks super... It looks actually kind of cool. I like the art. It's funny.
yeah, it definitely is pretty cool, because they got the grasshopper on the bow, and then it's like super meta, because there's a grasshopper on the bow of the grasshopper who is a bow.
I'm into it.
So it's wicked meta. He's a 4-star insect, so there's that, and he's a Earth, and being 4 stars in Earth is really relevant if you're trying to make Beast, the Churia Beast, of course. You contribute 1 Performer Pal, inflict damage to your opponent equal to the tribute monster's level times 100, so not that good. You contribute 1 Performer Pal monster, then target 1 Performer Pal monster in your graveyard, except tribute monster, add it to your hand. You can only use one of these effects per turn, so... I mean, that second effect is really, really good.
Yeah, the first one,
yeah.
It could potentially be kind of like a cowboy thing, but...
Yeah, but I mean...
It's slow.
It's really slow, especially if you can use his second effect to get back the Elephant Hammer.
Yeah.
And then special summon the Elephant Hammer. I mean, because he doesn't go to your extra deck just like a lot of your Perform Pals, so... I mean, that's the thing. You tribute them, they go into your extra deck, or on top of your extra deck, then you get the elephant back, you special summon the elephant, or you pendulum summon those guys back, special summon the elephant, and then you have a huge board. And, I mean, that's really relevant, so. I think he'll be used in Perform Pals if you're playing Perform Pals.
Alright. Next up, Charmander from Pokemon.
Next up, we got Charmander.
Let's be real here.
Charmander wearing a suit. With the heart tail now. Look at his face. He looks exactly like Charmander.
It's Charmander confirmed. I don't care what anyone says.
He's a 6 pendulum, so I mean that's gonna work out for them. If you pendulum summon a Performer Pal, if you have another Performer Pal in your pendulum zone, except Liz draw, you can destroy this card if you do draw 1 card. So I mean that's really good. I mean,
it reminds me of Ignites, except it's draw instead of search.
And except you don't destroy 2 cards to get 1 card. And it's really good because of the fact that you could just get him back. So it's really good. And then if he's on the field, if another face-up monster you control is destroyed by battle with an opponent's attack monster or an opponent's card effect, you could draw 1 card for each Performer Pal monster you control. You can only use this effect once per turn.
Gross effect.
So that is really disgusting. If you have if you have 2 of these guys, then they're gonna have to attack 1. You're still gonna get to draw at least 1 card. So I mean, if you have 5 Performer Pals out, 2 of them are this guy. They attack 1 of them. You're like, thanks, I just drew 4 cards. If they attack the other one, then you still draw 4 cards because you can only use it once. So you need 2 of them to confirm drawing. But I've had this card used against me.
Yeah, same here. I've gone against it.
Yeah, it's not bad. All the Performer Pal decks are using them anyway, so I mean, they'll use them. You'll see them. So especially if you're playing on Dev Pro, you'll see them all the time.
All the time. They updated so fast.
Yeah, people love using Performer Pals on Dev Pro. I don't know why, but they do. Yeah. So next we got Spring Goose, who is super awkward.
I'm into it.
Yeah, Nick's into it. I'm not into it. He's a 5-star winged beast, wind, 2400 defense. You can banish this card from your graveyard and then target 2 Magician or Performer Pal cards in your pendulum zones and or pendulum monsters you control. Return both of them to your hand. You can only use this effect once per turn. So why would this be relevant though? Do you know?
I'm actually not sure. I was thinking like when it said magician, I was thinking of like the enter mage and stuff, but I don't think they're considered magician. I don't think that's.
I don't know if they are. I couldn't say. Magician though, there are a lot of magicians that aren't in this subtype that you could use this effect. Maybe it'll have some relevance. I don't know.
No, I'm not sure.
I don't know.
It's not a quick effect either, right?
No, it's not. No, it's not. So you can only use it pretty much on your turn.
Yeah. I don't know. I'm sure there's a combo with it. I'm just not aware of it.
Yeah, but I mean, if there is, at least he has to be in your graveyard, not on the field, because getting a 5-star on the field is kind of annoying. But that magician, actually, we could just click on the magicians, and it'll give us a list of the magicians that.
True,
yeah. Okay, there's not a lot of them.
Yeah, whatever.
There's not a lot. Maybe there's a thing to do with one of these. Maybe you can use its effect twice, only once while it's on the field. Something like that might be a relevant thing. We're going to have to skip Big Warigi because he's red, which means nobody linked anything to him, and I'm not sure what he actually does. So,
Giga Gloves.
Yeah, Giga Gloves, who just has really big hands. He's trying to give you a hug, Nick. How do you feel about the hug?
Just gonna walk away.
He's gonna walk. Dude, you can't. His hands are way too big. You can never get away. So he's 1,000 defense, 100 attack, not very good. But he is a super heavy samurai, so he probably has some stupid effect that goes from the hand. If this card is sent to the graveyard and you have no spell or trap cards in your graveyard, you can look at top 5 cards of your deck, then place them on the top in any order. When your opponent's monster declares a direct attack, you can banish this card from the graveyard, excavate the top card of the deck, and if it is super heavy samurai monster, add it to your hand. And if you do, the attacking monster's attack becomes 0. Otherwise, sent to the graveyard.
So some control super heavy samurai.
Yeah, and if you read that again, it says the monster's attack becomes 0.
Yeah.
Not until end of turn.
Yeah, true. Unless the translation was just a little off, but I'm sure it's probably what you're saying it is.
Yeah, I think it is. And the fact that when it's sent to the graveyard, doesn't matter how. So you can Foolish Burial. No, you can't Foolish Burial this guy. Don't use Foolish Burial on this guy. You could use Magician, though. Magician would be a good card to use with this guy. It gives super heavy samurais a little bit of draw, plus it gives them the ditch of this guy. I mean, that could be a thing. And since they're all Earth, I mean, that's good too, because you can go for a Naturia Beast. So
maybe I'll give super heavy samurais a try again, like I wanted to originally. I know you made a deck, but
yeah, I made that deck. I mean, I think this guy's all right. I mean, making their attack 0, not bad. And you get to decide the order of your draws, so that's good. That could be good too.
True. Maybe if I played them, I'd maybe put 1 or 2, depending. I haven't really read most of the samurais. I'm sure there's a lot better ones, but
I'd probably run 1. Oh, well, sorry for that, guys. We'll get out of that real quick.
I don't know.
An ad started playing.
Yikes.
Sorry if that blew up anybody's ears. Apologies. Okay, so next we have Batterball, which is the most awkward of the names of the super heavy samurais. Not of the set. We'll get to that later.
Oh, God.
But he's Machine Tuner, level 2, 100 attack, 800 defense. If all your monsters you control are super heavy samurais, you have no spell or trap cards in the graveyard, you can target one face-up monster your opponent controls, send both the opponent's monster and this card from the field to the graveyard, then special summon one super heavy samurai synchro monster from your extra decks whose level equals the total original levels of the sent monsters. You can only use this effect once per turn. So what do you think of that?
I think it's pretty good. It's the super rare of the super heavy samurais, and I mean most people are going to be playing level 4 monsters, so you can go for level 6 synchro.
But here's the problem: they did not release the level 6.
Ah, there it is.
Super heavy samurai synchro monster in the set.
There's the problem.
Which makes me question why.
I don't know.
Why give us the guy that can only make a level 8? No, a level 10, sorry. We can only make a level 10. So we need our opponent to have a level 8 monster.
Easy.
Easy. So, I don't know. He's really good, and he's going to be used as soon as the level 6 guy comes out, but until the level 6 guy comes out, he's useless.
It would be so easy, too. Everyone plays level 4s right now, so it's like...
Yeah.
I just don't understand why they didn't come out with the synchro.
I don't know. The other level 2 tuner is way like a million times better because you special summon from your hand.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, no reason to use this guy until that guy comes out. So.
Yeah.
Next we have Soul Buster Gauntlet, who is also just a giant hand.
Looks like a bug too.
Oh yeah, I could see that. Yeah. Well, they're all machines, so I mean they can look whatever the hell they want to look like, I guess.
True.
So he's just a machine level 1, 400 defense. You can target one super heavy samurai, equip this card. It gains 400 defense. Woo!
Ooh, pretty good.
Turn either player's damage step if a defense position super heavy samurai monster battles opponent's monster and you have no spell or trap cards in your graveyard. You can send this card from your hand to the graveyard. The defense of the monster becomes double its original defense until the end of this turn.
Okay, well that's a lot better.
That's a lot better than equipping it for 400 defense, but it's not good. It's not good. I guess you could use it when they attack your super... But if you have a 3,500 super heavy samurai on the field anyways, they're not really attacking it.
Yeah, exactly.
They're going to use
it. It's just going to be a dead
Reiki.
card.
Yeah, it's going to be a dead
most
card.
of the time. You can.
Yeah.
I'm sure there's situations where they will attack and get over it, but most of the time it'll be a dead card.
Yeah, or you can attack for game, make your guy 7,000.
Mm-hmm.
But, I mean... At that point, you don't really need it anyways, I don't think. I don't feel like it'll be ran. Maybe one.
Yeah.
But
if you're trying to go with a build with a minute.
Yeah, but just being that card, it's not very good. So how do you think Super Heavy Samurais will fare after this update compared to what they were before?
I don't think much is going to change, to be honest. I mean, these couple cards I don't think are going to make that big of a difference. Once we get the Synchro...
Yeah.
Then maybe they'll be played a little more, but other than that, I think it's going to be pretty much the same.
Yeah, the level 6 Synchro is going to be very important to making that deck. Next, we got Soprano of the Melodious Songstress. It is a level 4, 1400, fairy, of course, 4 stars. We got light, all that good stuff that has tons of support. When this card is special summoned, you can target one Melodious monster in your graveyard, except the same card, add it to your hand. You can only use this effect once per turn. Once per turn, you can fusion summon one Melodious fusion monster from your extra deck using monsters you control as fusion materials, including this card.
Well, let me tell you that there's this Melodious fusion that's absolutely disgusting, and I think it's an ultra rare in this set. Right?
Yeah, it's an ultra rare. I mean, they're both pretty disgusting.
Yeah.
But the one that he is talking about is Construct, but better.
Yeah, it's so gross. I read it. I had to reread it like 3 times.
Yeah, if you think Construct is good, well, you're going to lose because this card is better. So I would rate this card 11 out of 10 because of that fusion effect.
That's such a good effect.
You can use that effect more than once per turn, so... If you can get multiple of these out, I mean, when it's special summoned, you get to use stuff like Infernal Reckless Summon because it's 1400. You can get multiple of these guys out.
It says once per turn you can fusion summon.
Once per turn, but it doesn't say you can.
Oh, yeah, you're right. It's like Lone Fire.
Yeah, you can. It doesn't say you can only use Songstress once per turn. The first effect you can only use once per turn.
Yeah, you're right.
Yeah. So you can use literally 2, maybe 3 of these per turn, and get 3 of the any of the fusion that they have out. So I think it's really good. Is that the only Melodious that's released that's not the fusions?
That I remember.
Yeah.
I think they would be together on the list.
Yeah, they usually put them together. So yeah, I think that's the only one. But I think it's gonna make the deck so much better. And it's already annoying to play against now, so...
a lot more people use it.
Yeah, I want to play Melodious because I think they're very interesting.
Yeah.
Next, we have Fluffles. So I thought Fluffle Sheep was already out. Joke's on me.
Got him.
Because it's not out. Fluffle Sheep. If you haven't played against Fluffles on Dev Pro or UGO Pro or whatever you play
OTK, go all in OTK.
Yeah, all they do is try to OTK you as fast as possible, and now that's even more viable, and especially with the fusion summon that comes with this guy, which we'll get to later. It's just, yeah, I don't know. If you control Fluffle monster other than this card, you can special summon from your hand, return one other Fluffle monster you control, special summon one Edge Imp monster from your hand or graveyard. You can only use this effect once per turn, so it's alright. It allows you to get the guy back out from the graveyard, and then you can go into the fusion summons. Also, it allows you to reoccur stuff like Fluffle Dog or Fluffle Owl, so I think it's good. I think it's solid. I've played against it. It's really annoying.
I haven't gone against Fluffle deck in a while, actually.
Yeah, I faced one
thankfully
yesterday, but they lost because I had they just couldn't do anything because I just negated all their effects with U.A.s. But next we got Edge Imp Saw. There's like 8 Edge Imp cards. There's one that's out in TCG now, and then there's 4 coming out in this one. When this card is normal summon, you can send one Fluffle monster from your hand to the graveyard, draw 2 cards, and place 1 card from your hand on either the top or the bottom of the deck. You can only use this effect once per turn. So what do you think of that card?
I think it's pretty good. I mean, I think that there's some other Edge Imps that are a little better, but drawing 2 just to get rid of 1.
Well, I think it is probably the best one because of the fact that you get to draw 2 cards, place a Fluffle on top, you use Toy Vendor to special summon a Fluffle from your hand. I mean, it seems alright to me.
Would you run 2 or 3?
I would probably run 3 of these guys just for the draw because the draw is so strong. I mean, I just think it's really good if you're running because a lot of them run Reckless Greed anyways. So if you're running Reckless Greed, you're gonna want this guy also. It's just really strong. Edge Imp Chain. I don't think anybody really plays this one. When this card declares attack, you can add 1 card from your deck to your hand.
I've seen people play this. Sorry.
If this card is sent from your hand to the graveyard, you can add 1 Frightful card from your deck to your hand. Fright Fur card. You can only use 1 of this effect per turn, and only once that turn. So, I mean, I don't know what Fright Fur cards you would have in your deck. I don't know if there's any right now in TCG, but it might be relevant in the future.
Yeah, the only ones I know are the fusion ones.
Yeah.
Oh, I think there's a Trapper spell.
Oh, does it say any card?
It just says Fright Fur card, yeah.
Oh, okay. Oh, yeah, the fusion card, but I don't know if that's coming out. I didn't see that on the list, so we'll see when we get further down. This is the rare one. The other ones are common. This is Tomahawk. You can send 1 I can't say Edge Imp, man. I don't know what it is. I cannot say it. From your hand to the graveyard, then inflict 800 damage to your opponent, and you can send 1 Edge Imp monster from your deck to the graveyard, except him. This card name becomes that until the end of the turn. So, what do you think of this guy?
Pretty good that he gets to become that monster until the end phase.
Yeah, and I think
the first effect too.
Yeah, I think it's good that you could just send 1 from your deck, so you don't have to draw into your Edge Imps, and then you just fusion summon. So
that thins out.
We got Frightful Lord. Oh, yeah, the Frightful. So you could get this guy from your deck if.
I like the art of this guy.
Yeah, this art is really good. I like how it's like I don't even know what it is, but it's like all the cut up Fluffles put together onto this guy. So I think it's really cool. You could target 1 Frightful fusion monster you control or in your graveyard. Oh, hold on, I gotta reset this page before that goes any further. Sorry about that, guys. That's really annoying.
Gotta get that ad block.
I gotta get that ad block though, but I don't have it. Frightful fusion monster you control or in your graveyard. This card's attack and defense become that target's original attack and defense until the end of the turn. You can only use this effect once per turn. So. I don't think it's really useful.
No, it's because it just goes back to 1300.
Yeah, and not only that, I mean, the highest attack one I think is 22.
That's the lion, isn't it?
Yeah, I think so. There might be one that's higher.
I think there's one that's 26.
But even so, that's still not even really worth it.
It's not. No, it's. I don't. No, it's kind of that's a really slow card actually.
Yeah.
It's just gonna clog up your deck in my opinion. There's way better cards you could put in.
Yeah, I would say don't put that card in. Confirmed.
Unless there's a combo with them.
2015, don't put in deck. If his name became the name, I think it would be a lot better, but I don't think that's relevant either. So, next we have Raid Raptor Sharp Lanius, who I absolutely hate. Oh my god, I hate this card.
I lost to Raid Raptors in a tournament the other day.
I hate Raid Raptors, man. Their effects are just so random. It's so annoying. So once per turn during your main phase, if this card is normal or special summon, you could target one face-up attack position monster in the field and change it to defense position. I'm done. I just that card wins. That effect is just so good on a 1700 beater. It is just so good. You wouldn't think it's that good, but everything has low defense nowadays.
Low attack and defense, like this whole entire format.
Yeah, I mean, it gets over everything. During your main phase 2, if this card attacked this turn, you can target one Raid Raptor monster in your graveyard, special summon it. You can only use this effect once per turn. So you can use both effects in one turn, by the way.
So pretty much, I mean, I don't know a lot about Raid Raptors because their effects are so random and stuff, and I've only gone against them a few times, but this seems pretty disgusting to me.
Yeah, having played against Raid Raptors quite a bit, this card is like amazing along with the card that lets you special summon one from your hand. And then you get these two out, and then you switch the monster to defense position, and then you attack over, you special summon another guy, you go into a 3-cost guy, on your second turn or whatever. And it's so good. And if you have that spell card that allows you to get a Raid Raptor from your hand if you control 2 or more, after you play the guy who lets you normal summon one, or special summon one from your hand, and then you special summon this, use that effect, get another one of that guy, and you're just like, you're so far ahead of people that it's not even funny anymore.
Why did they put, if this card is normal or special summon, why didn't they just say if this card is summoned?
It might say it on the actual English card, but I think that's just the translated text of it. But, 10 out of 10.
Yeah, really good.
Yeah. And now we got Mimicry Lanius, who is really disgusting. Once all the Raid Raptors are disgusting. Let's just put that out there. Once per turn during your main phase, if this card is normal summon or special summon this turn, you can increase the levels of all Raid Raptors you currently control by 1.
Okay.
Yeah, that's really good. During your main phase, if this card is sent to the graveyard this turn, you can banish this card from the graveyard, add one Raid Raptor monster from your deck to your hand, except him. You can only use this effect once per turn.
Well, I think I'm going to start building Raid Raptors. I mean...
Well, just don't forget that they're also winged beasts, so make sure that you put in...
Icarus attack?
Yes.
Yeah.
They're pretty much Black Wings, except a little bit faster than Black Wings.
With the search effect?
Yeah, Black Wings are a lot more control style, but these guys are a lot faster, so... if you like Black Wings, I would say give these guys a try for sure.
I love Wing.
Yeah, Wing Beasts are pretty good. Next, we're going to get to Nick's favorite archetype, Yosenju's.
Oh, yeah.
So, we're going to go into Kodum, and both of these cards, I'm just going to tell you, are not going to see any play in any Yosenju deck, at all. So
I'm not putting them in my Yosenju deck.
No, they're really, really slow. You contribute this card, so you already have to have him on the field. Right there, he's already bad.
There goes your normal summon, oh wow.
Yeah. Then target one, Yosenju training grounds, you control 3 counters, which would seem alright, because then you get to search your deck for Yosenju, but you had a normal summon this card. You can only use this effect once per turn. You can banish this card from your graveyard. You can normal summon one Yosenju monster during your main phase in addition to your normal summoner set. So he does replace himself after searching, but you have to have 2 cards just to use him.
Yeah, and I mean... who uses training grounds? It's so slow.
Here's the play that's going to happen every single time. You're like training grounds, right? And then you're like Yosenju Kodum, and they're like MST. You're like, oh, alright.
Yosenju's, alright. The commas, the staples and stuff, it's so good. Like, the pendulum build is so garbage. All these cards that support are just not as good as comma 1, 2, 3. in Sujic, there's literally no point. Unless they're planning for the future, maybe the pendulum build will be good, but right now it's just not going to change.
No, it's not relevant enough, and also the fact that they don't return your hand is a thing that you want.
That's like the best thing about Kama's returning to hand.
Yeah.
Because so many people main deck Regeki or Dark Hole, and they're dead cards because you never have them out on the field.
Yeah.
Unless someone, breakthrough skills or Phoenix Chains, but even then, I mean, you're probably just not going to carry that.
Or you get XYZ.
Yeah, true.
So then it doesn't even matter. And if you're only losing one and you have 3 in your hand, it doesn't really matter. Mm-hmm. So, I mean, it just, I don't see it right now. It's not a good card. Training Ground is just way too slow. And if you want to see Nick's Yosenju deck, we'll be bringing you guys that probably Thursday. I'm going to try to get a deck video of that when we're at the library again.
Yeah.
So, next we got Nick's second favorite archetype, Satellar Knights. With because we can't see the Yoram guy, but he lets you special summon if your guy was ran over, so it's not good. So Zeph Harabinibin, I think is how you pronounce it accurately.
Nailed it.
This card is really, really good. You can pendulum when this card is in your pendulum zone. You can only special summon Teller Knights and Zephyr monsters. I mean that's fine because the Zephyrs and the Teller monsters are disgusting anyways. If this card is normal summon, flip summon, pendulum summon, you can target one Teller or Zephyr card in your monster zone or pendulum zone and one face-up card your opponent controls, destroy them. That's it. Once per turn you can do that. So, what do you think of this guy?
I mean, I think he's pretty solid. You can do that once a day.
Yeah, the fact that you can go Vega, right? Okay, this is something that you can do. You can go Vega into this guy, right? You don't get that effect. You can XYZ put this guy into the graveyard, right? Return this guy to your hand, like on the next turn or whatever. Or you could just pendulum, put this guy in the pendulum zone, right? Just use that destroy a pendulum card. Then pendulum summon this guy and then just destroy cards. It's stupid. I've lost to this card so many times.
It's very control based. I love it.
Yeah, there's so many things that you could do with this guy. He's just so versatile. And yeah, if they're running the Zephyrs, you're gonna see this guy. Whether it's the Teller Knight Zephyrs or it's Shadow Zephyrs, you're gonna see that guy.
And that's why he's an ultra rare.
Yeah, that's why that's definitely why he's ultra rare. So next we got Stellar Knight, not Stellar Knight, not to be confused. There's so many of these
Stellar Knights
guys. He's also a pendulum monster. He's 4 stars, 1900 attack. You can also summon him with Vega. You cannot do Teller Knights or Zephyr monsters. Same thing. When this card is number summon, flip summon, pendulum summon, you can target one other Teller Knight Zephyr monster in your monster zone, pendulum zone. Select one set card your opponent controls, destroy them. So, yeah, pretty much.
I mean, so it's pretty much Alucard, first of all.
Yeah.
And you can do it once a turn. So.
On 1900. Well, when he's normal summoned or flip summoned. Or pendulum summoned. But you can't use Vega with him, but he's so easy to do these other things, and then you can XYZ, and then you get the boost off of the field card that you'll see later, and then it just adds up, and it gets ridiculous, so 10 out of 10. So those guys are really good. Next we're going to go into another Zephyr. This is Shadow Zephyr Naga. I played against this the other day.
I haven't gone against any of the Shadow Zephyrs yet.
Yeah, I don't think they're very good, but you can only special summon Shadows or Zephyr monsters. If this card is pendulum summoned or sent to the graveyard... Wait, this card is pendulum summoned or sent to the graveyard. That's just really weird to me already. You could target one card in either player's pendulum zone, return it to the hand. You must have a Zephyr card in your pendulum zone to activate and resolve this effect. You can only use this once per turn. Not good.
I mean, I can see it against, like, Commas. I guess that's like about
Quiports, maybe.
Yeah.
Queeze. That's it. But it's not good enough. I mean, it returns it to the hand.
Yeah, it doesn't destroy it.
So how it doesn't even? It's not even relevant at that point because it returns to the hand. What do? They're like, oh, I'll pendulum summon this.
Yeah.
And you're like, oh. I mean, you could return your own pendulum guys and reset stuff like that, but I just don't think it's worth it. I think it's way too slow. So 0 out of 10. Next we have Zephyra Core. Of course, another shadow.
I like the art.
Yeah, this is the better one. Once again, same effect, you can only special summon. If this card is pendulum summoned or sent to the graveyard, you can target one Zephyr monster in your pendulum zone and one Zephyr Core special summon it. You can only use this effect once per turn. So you just get
It's interesting.
Yeah, you just get to special summon one guy that's in your pendulum zone.
Yeah.
I could see how this could be really relevant if you're playing the Kama guy, the 3,000 attack pendulum monster. Yeah, because sent to the graveyard anyway, so you can literally, if you have that guy, you play. Oh, that's actually this is good. Okay, listen to this. Okay, you're playing the crappy Kama pendulum guy, right? You use premature burial, send this guy to the graveyard, special summon that guy. You get a 3,000 attacker out.
There you go.
That seems good to me. I don't know about you guys, but I mean, not bad. I think this one's way better. I think he'll be playing the Zephyr decks anyways because he's pretty good. So.
Yeah.
And now we have the best of the Zephyr monsters.
The best, also Jeremy, Shocky's favorite archetype.
Oh yeah, no, I hate. Okay, if you know anything about me, I hate Yang Zing because I think they're ridiculously broken, and I think the mechanic behind them is stupid, and it's the reason why I play U.A.s because I absolutely hate Yang Zing. And if you're going, why do you play U.A.s because you hate Yang Zing? Because of Slugger just destroys Yang Zings, okay? Mm-hmm. He just attacks. They can't do nothing. They just lose. So, okay, let's move on from that. Because they don't run like Mirror Force or anything because they want you to kill their monsters, so...
Yeah.
They don't run anything to stop monsters. But, you can only special summon Yang Zings, Zephyr monsters, doesn't matter. If this card is Pendulum Summon or Special Summon from the main deck, so Pendulum Summon from your hand or Special Summon from the main deck, they should clarify that a little bit more for people who might not understand that. You could target one Yang Zing or Zephyr monster you control except the treasure. That monster is treated as a tuner monster this turn, and also place this card on the bottom of the deck. When it leaves the field, you can use the effect of, you can only use this effect once per turn. So, yeah, you could just like... Pendulum summon this guy, make your level 5 Yang Zing guy a tuner, and then tune up for the level 8 Yang Zing guy, and then you're just... It's stupid.
You're Gucci. You're all good to go.
It's stupid. But this isn't even the best one! It's not even the best one! Here is the best one. Secret of the Yang Zing. He looks so stupid.
Hey, leave him alone.
Okay? He looks so stupid.
Leave him alone.
And,
look at his tongue.
And you can only special summon Zephyra and Yang Zings. When this card is Pendulum Summoned, or when this card is destroyed by battle or card effect while in the monster zone, you can add one Yang Zing or Zephyr spell or trap card from your deck to your hand. Yeah, that's a thing. That's a thing.
Thing confirmed.
Yeah, thing confirmed. You don't know how annoying it is when they literally have like a bunch of Yang Zings and then they dark hole themselves to get a bunch more Yang Zings to get rid of your field to synchro summon into more Yang Zings.
And then use their draw card.
Yeah, and then they use their draw card, plus the field card made them draw some cards and destroy cards, and then you're just like, well, I have nothing. All I have is like Dark Hole in my hand. I can't use that against Yang Zings. I just lose. Yeah. That's what happens because of this stupid guy.
He's staring at you with his eyes and his phone. It's just like a troll face.
He's like, hey, hey.
Take this.
You don't want them to draw 3 cards? Too bad. Dark Hole, draw 3 cards. That's what he does. And then they just pendulum summon him back, and then they synchro with him using the 2-star to make the 8-star. I'm done with him. Yang Zing, 0 out of a million.
Just because.
Okay, so next we have the Necros Zephyras. Because Necros needed more cards. Cool. You can only special summon Necros, Zephyr monsters, yeah. You can tribute this card from your hand or face up on your side of the field. Tribute monsters from your hand. Wait. You can tribute this card from your hand or face up on your side of the field. Semicolon. Tribute monsters from your hand or field. What? The ritual summon. So you can use them as a ritual spell card. just to get that done with. So he becomes a ritual spell card. Now you could search out a ritual spell card with the cards of Necros that said you can only get monsters. There you go.
Let me just say, for the people that run Zephyras, I congratulate them for understanding the mechanics, because it's just so many art. You could put so many archetypes together and stuff. It's just I'd be so confused.
Yeah, there are decks I've played against where they're Necros, Shadow, Yang Zing hybrids, 60 card decks, and I lose because they just get they do these stupid combos. I don't even know what the hell's going on. I don't know which one of them to stop.
So true though.
I still don't understand this pendulum scale thing. Why is one blue and one red? Why is it relevant? It's not. It doesn't mean anything. I don't like it.
Maybe it's because, by the way, guys, we came back to Yu-Gi-Oh when pendulum summons just happened with Cliff Forts and stuff. So we were so confused with pendulum summons at first. We just kind of ignored it until we started watching Cliff Forts and tournaments and stuff, and then we finally understood that.
Yeah, we literally played on Dual Network and didn't know what the hell we were doing. Because I was using Quihorts, and I was like, I think I could just summon this guy and use his effect.
Wait. Before anyone gets mad, Quihorts,
whatever.
Quihorts.
Terror bad guys, that's what I call them. Okay, so next we got Flame Beast of Necros. Same effect, Necros, Zephyr monsters, whatever. When this card is in your hand or graveyard, this card is in your hand or graveyard. If a face-up Necros Zephyr card, except Zephyr Flame Beast of Necros is destroyed by battle or card effect while in Monster Zone or Pendulum Zone, you special summon this card from your hand. So, what do you think about that guy? 2,000 attack.
It's solid, but in a Zephyr deck it would probably be good, but not straight Necros, I don't think.
Well, let me tell you something.
Alright, tell me.
Okay, I lost to this guy.
Oh, okay.
Okay, because the guy who was playing the Shadow Necros, here's the Yang Zing thing, used Dark Hole on his Yang Zing guy, special summon this from his hand, special summon a monster from his deck, used the pendulum summon the guy, got the draw card, used the draw card, synchro summoned, and I lost. And it was like, what? What happened?
A lot of things.
That guy, 10 out of 10.
Do you want me to read the cards?
You can read some of the cards, yeah.
I'll read the next 5.
You could read the Ritual Beast version of the Zephyr monsters.
Alright, awesome. Okay, so I've seen this guy in the Zephyr deck, obviously, and his pendulum effect is the same as all the other Zephyrs. Monster effect, when this card is normal or pendulum summon, you can target one Ritual Beast or Zephyr monster in your graveyard except Tamer, Zephyr, Mimplika with this card. Special summon it, but destroy it during the end phase. You can only special summon Ritual-based Tamer, Zephyr, Pilica once per turn.
10 out of 10. That's so good. It's so good.
Yeah,
it's stupid good. Why do they make these Zephyr cards?
I think it's very interesting that they want people to combine archetypes, so they made the Zephyr cards.
Well, let's just say they could have did that by just not making all these archetypes all the time. And make all these specific archetype cards like they had back in 2009.
Reppin' old school, way better than all this crap.
when I was running Little City in the Dark, best deck of all time.
Check out the deck list.
T-Fail 12, guys. All right, here we go with the Ritual Beast guy.
Next Ritual Beast.
The rare one, I think, right? He's rare. Yeah, he's rare.
Okay. So, pendulum effect, you already know it. Monster effect, when this card is normal or pendulum summon, you can add one face-up Zephyr monster from your extra deck to your hand, except this card. You can only special summon this once per turn.
Yeah, it seems 10 out of 10.
Add one Zephyr monster from your extra deck to your hand, so, yeah.
Yeah, you just, whatever one died, like the stupid Yang Zing guy, you could just get it back.
Alright, I'm gonna read the next 4.
All right. So 2 of these Infernoids are ultra rare, which is pretty interesting.
Yeah, Infernoid's getting some spotlight. I know people think they're really good, so,
I hate them. They're really annoying.
I'm sorry. Infernoid per mace. Cannot be normal summoned set, must be special summoned from your hand by banishing one Infernoid monster from your hand or graveyard, while the total level and ranks of all effect monsters you control are 8 or lower and cannot be special summoned by other ways. Once per turn, you can target one set card on the field, shuffle it into the deck. Okay. That target cannot be activated in response to this effect's activation. Pretty good. Once per turn during your opponent's turn, you contribute one monster, then target one card in your opponent's graveyard and banish it as a quick effect.
That's all. All of the Infernoids have that effect.
Okay.
What I like about the Infernoids is that they're all based on the devil, different incarnations of the devil. Which,
really? I didn't even realize that.
Yeah, this is Infernoid Satan. There's also Beelzebub. There's a bunch of them. They're all based on Satans devils from different genres and different religions and stuff. So this one's Satan. So all hail Satan. Satan pretty good. Has 0 attack. Kind of bad.
But, 0 defense. Pretty good.
But not bad. Not bad. Not great. Will be used 100%.
Now this one is a common.
And this is Belphegor. So.
Let's see. Cannot be normal summon set, must be special summoned from your hand or graveyard by banishing 2 Infernoid monsters from your hand or graveyard while the total level and ranks are 8 or lower and cannot be special summoned any other ways. Alright, so when this card declares an attack, you can have your opponent banish 1 card from their extra deck. Oh, sick. Okay, once per turn.
Banish 1 card from your extra deck. Oh, great. That's
sick.
So annoying.
That is super annoying. It gives you so many less plays with your XYZs and stuff.
It's really, really annoying.
Once per turn during either player's turn, you contribute 1 monster, then target 1 card in your opponent's graveyard banish it.
So you can see why I hate this archetype, because I can't play against it with Sylvans. I just lose to that effect every single time.
It's too good.
I think here's the big one that's coming out. This is Lilith.
Oh god, yeah. Ultra rare Infernoid Deviati. Cannot be normal summoned. Okay, yeah. 3, you have to banish 3 Infernoids. 8 or lower. When this card is special summoned, you can destroy all spell and trap cards on the field except void cards. Once per turn during either player's turn, when another monster effect is activated, you contribute 1 monster, negate the activation, and banish it. Okay.
Yeah, he seems really good. He's 9 stars, so you can't actually special summon another Infernoid. So the tributing effect's either going to be something that you normal summoned, if you have like a Raiden or something like that, or it's going to be himself. But I mean, that's worth it. So, really good. And here's the best named card of all time.
All right, let me just tell you guys one thing. I thought the OCG name, even though the translation is this, Yugi Usagi, is so much better than Ghost Ogre and Snow Rat. It just sounds so stupid.
Actually, the correct translation for the Japanese name is Ghost Rabbit, so that's even a million times better.
Oh, God. Well, sick. Well, anyways.
The worst name for the best card.
I love the art. The art is so good. It's like one of my favorite arts, definitely. But, okay, so this is a hand trap. So another hand trap. But
hand trap Psychic Tuner.
So. It's so... I love this card so much. During either player's turn, when a monster effect activates its effect on the field, or when a spell or trap card that is already face up on the field activates its effect, you can send this card from your hand, or you send a field to graveyard, destroy that card on the field. You can only use the effect once per turn.
Yeah.
So pretty much one of the best hand traps in my opinion.
My favorite play though is the fact that you can literally use emergency teleport on this card, get it out on the field, and then use its effect to destroy the card.
Yeah, that's pretty solid.
I think it's really good.
It's psychic.
Just don't forget it doesn't negate the effect of the card, so if they use monster effect it still can activate if it's like something like add a card from your, or like a Satellar Knight. If it's Satellar Knight activate its effect, it would still get its effect. Yeah, so keep that in mind too when you use this card, but it is so good.
Love it.
It's going to be worth quite a bit of money, especially because they did decide to make it secret rare. I was hoping it was going to be ultra.
Yeah. Alright, well now you can start reading the cards. But yeah, that's one of my favorites.
We got Magma Dragon, who is a big archetype that's in Yu-Gi-Oh! Worms.
Worms?
Everybody's using worms. Well, one type is using worms, and I hate them, so we won't speak of them. When this card is special summoned, you can target 1 worm monster in your graveyard, except Magma Dragon. Special summon it in defense position, but its effects are negated. You can only special summon monsters during. You cannot special summon monsters during the turn you activate this effect, except worm monsters. You can only use this effect once per turn. So, Not that great. Not that good. Not good at all. Bad card. I mean, there's some things that you could use with him, but I don't see it really being used. Nobody's using worms except for Yang Zings and whatever. So next we have Deskbot 4004. So this is big in Japan. I actually faced this deck and I wasn't sure what was going on, and then they lost to me just using Regeki. So I don't
straight up Despots. I know that.
Remember that was on stream.
Yeah.
So
Despots also, like he said, huge in OCG with Necros.
Yeah, I don't know what the deck does. I have no idea.
Alright, go ahead.
When this card battles a monster during damage calculation, you can send one Despot monster from your deck to the graveyard except 004, and if you do, gains attack and defense equal to the level of the monster sent to the graveyard. By this effect, times 500. So the most you can gain is 1500 right now. During damage calculation only, so it's an honest on its own legs. If you activate this effect, your opponent takes no further battle damage this turn. If this card destroys opponent's monster by battle, you can special summon 2 Despots with different names and levels from your hand and or graveyard in defense position. So he just allows you to swarm honest on his own legs. Really good. Really good.
Yes.
Especially if you have the Despots that already power him up, you can get him to quite a bit of attack.
Despots get out of hand.
Yeah, and then they just lose. And then that's it. Next we got Doomdog Octros, which is an alright art. It would be something that you would have seen around the time of Earthbound Immortals, but...
I like how it has like a food bowl, I just noticed that.
Yeah, it looks like poop. When this card is sent from the field to the graveyard, you can add 1 level 8 Fiend monster from your deck to your hand. Okay. Alright, so we're going to move on to the next card. I'm not sure what his targets would be or if it's even worth running because you have to have him on the field already.
So this is a good art too.
Yeah, best art, NA. They should have just made this a Madolchi, I'm just saying.
I feel like it is a Madolchi card.
But I guess they already have like a Pudding Cup Madolchi. But
yeah, Pudding Princess, I think.
Cannot be used as a fusion, sinker, or XYZ material. Alright.
Right, next
He's
card.
out of the... Yeah, next card. This face-up card cannot be tributed. Alright, next card. During each of your end phases, you can target 1 card in your Pendulum Zone, destroy it. If you do, give control of this card to your opponent. During each standby phase, you take 300 damage. So.
Okay, next card.
Well, I could see how you could use this card. You can put him out, destroy your Pendulum Monster, give it to your opponent, and then they can't get rid of it. And then they're just taking 300 each turn. But don't do that. Just don't use this card. Necros of Sophia, because there were not enough ritual monsters. Oh, we're done with the regular effect monsters. We're on to the extra deck monsters here.
I love the art of this card, though.
It is really good, but the card is really bad. I mean, it's really good, but it's really bad to get it out.
It says secret/ultra rare?
Ultimate?
Ultimate? So it's coming in 2 rarities?
Yeah, it's going to be the ultimate rare of the set. They don't do all the rares ultimate anymore.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
Yeah, they only do certain ones. So, and it's only extra deck cards now, I think, that get ultimate rares because of the way that the ultimate rare is actually less weight than a regular rare. So, you can only ritual summon this card using a ritual Necros spell card. Okay, that's fine. No, that's fine. That would be good. But must be ritual summoned from your hand by using 3 monsters you control with different types. It cannot be special summoned by other ways.
So, hey, maybe with Zephyrs.
With Zephyrs, yeah, that's true. That's true. During either player's main phase 1, you can discard both this card and 1 Necros spell card. During this phase, your opponent cannot special summon from their extra deck. So, I mean, that's not bad. That's not very good, but it's not bad. When this card is ritual summoned, you can banish all other cards on the field and in the graveyard. You can normal summon set, special summon other monsters the turn you activate this effect.
So, yeah, yeah, that's disgusting. I definitely see this being used in the Zephyrs.
Yeah, I didn't even think of that, to be honest with you. I didn't think of that.
Yeah, because there's so many different types. So
yeah, that's true. And then you can get them on the field just by doing the pendulum summon there. So. And
almost every single deck has something to do with the graveyard now, so it's like just banish everything.
Yeah.
I heard this card is really bad against spirituals.
Yeah, don't use it. Well, it's still good because it gets rid of all their spell and trap cards too.
Yeah, true.
Yeah, I'll read the next two and then I'll let you go because I wanna play these guys. So we got Scrubula, no, Scrubberta, the Melodious. How you say that word?
The Melodious Maestra.
Maestra. Okay. So 2 Melodious monsters, pretty easy. During either player's turn, you can target up to 3 cards in any graveyards, banish them, and if you do, this card gains 200 attack for each card banished by this effect. That's not bad.
No, it's not bad.
So that's a 3,000 attack, 6-star. That only costs you 2 monsters,
Yeah.
and don't use it against Ritual Beast. Really good, really good card. And the best card, I think, of the whole set. I think it's the best card of the whole set. I don't care what anybody says.
This card is so gross.
It is absolutely disgusting. So you need the other fusion monster and 1 Melodious monster. But if you read the card text, you can use replacement cards for the Melodious Maestra monster. So I think you can, because it doesn't say it has to be special summoned by the above. Actually, I don't know. I don't know the ruling on that. We'd have to go to the rulings, but they don't have any rulings yet. But either way, you could just do this anyways. Canard cannot be destroyed by battle or card effects, and you take no battle damage from attacks involving this card. Right there, it's good card. Good card. You're like, put in defense position. I'm just going to sit on this card.
So pretty much bounce effects, that's it.
Yeah, bounce effects can only affect it. Except if you have the card that says Melodious monsters cannot be targeted by card effects. It's unstoppable. If this card battles a special summon monster, after damage calculation, you can inflict damage to your opponent equal to the difference of the original attack of that monster and this card. 1,000 attack on this thing, by the way. 1,000 attack. Really good effect. You'd be like, oh my god, I'm playing this card 100%. And if you do, destroy that opponent's monster!
Yeah, okay, constructed.
Oh god.
Easier to get out, but definitely not as good.
Yeah, it is so disgusting. With everybody special summoning nowadays, even if they don't special summon like something from their extra deck, this card's still relevant.
Yeah.
Does nothing against normal summoned monsters, but I mean everybody's
Everything's
special summoning.
special summoning.
Everybody. So it's gonna be relevant always. Okay, I'll let you get the frightful cards here
Alright.
and the shadows.
Right for Leo. Super awkward art. Kinda cool, but super awkward. It looks terrifying, and if you guys know TCG, they usually are very strict with their artwork, so I'm surprised. I mean, mostly with nudity, but still,
Yeah,
I mean, if I was a kid, I'd be kind of creeped out by this, in my opinion.
Yeah, there's no boobies being shown or stomachs. They get rid of stomachs.
I know, it's stupid. Alright, so there's a fusion, 1 Edge Imp Saw, and 1 Fluffle. Must be fusion summoned and cannot be special summoned any other ways. You can target 1 face-up monster your opponent controls, destroy it, and if you do, inflict damage to your opponent equal to the destroyed monster's original attack. You can only use that once per turn, and he can't attack if you use this effect. He can't attack directly, so you can still attack.
Yeah, you can still kill a monster. 2,400 attack. He can still probably get over something.
Yeah.
Not bad.
He's not bad, but I think the other Fright version is better.
I've had him destroy my monster before.
You into it?
No, it wasn't. This card is disgusting.
Sheep.
Yeah.
Fright for Sheep. So an Edge, Imp, Chain, and a Fluffle. If this card attacks or is attacked, your opponent cannot activate cards or effects until the end of the damage step. Gross.
So that's already good.
Yeah. If this card is destroyed by battle and sent to the graveyard, or if this card is in your possession and destroyed by an opponent's card effect and sent to the graveyard, you can special summon this card, and if you do, it gains 100 attack.
800.
Yeah, 800. You can only use the effect once per turn, so he just keeps gaining 800.
Yeah. Unless you have to like use Dark Hole Rigeki to just get rid of him. Or you have to like take control of him and then use Dark Hole to get rid of him. Yeah, and I've already tried attacking over with a Goyo Guardian. Frightful Sheep still special summons himself and you don't actually get Goyo Guardian. I'm not sure why, but that's a thing, so just keep that in mind.
Okay, and this is the ultimate rare. It's a rare and ultimate rare.
I've never seen this card.
I have seen it once. Okay, 3 Fright for monsters. Must be fusion summoned, can't be special summoned in any other ways. If this card attacks or is attacked, your opponent cannot activate cards or effects until the end of the damage step. Once again, gross. When this card destroys an opponent's monster by battle and sends it to a graveyard, you can special summon that monster to your side of the field, but its attack is halved. Gross. You can only use the effect of Fright for Chimera once per turn. This card gains 300 attack for each monster you control that is owned by your opponent.
So he literally has, I think, the same attack. Well, he does have the same attack as Goyo Guardian, but his defense is a little higher. But he's gross. They can't even like chain to this. They don't even get their monster effect. They don't get nothing.
The art is super awkward. I don't know what I'm looking. I know it's a Chimera. I get it.
Yeah, they're like stitched together or whatever. I like the one on the right. He looks just so happy. Like he's like, I love being a Chimera.
That's like the perfect voice for it too. That's like spot on.
That's because I am that card.
Yeah, I wouldn't doubt it.
Okay, this card is secret rare, new shadow.
Yeah, El Shaddai and Nolitis. I love the art.
But do they run a water monster? I don't think so.
Zephyr. One Shaddai monster and one water monster must first be fusion summoned. Neither player can special summon monsters from hand or graveyard with spell trap effects. If this card is sent to graveyard, you can target one Shaddai spell trap card in your graveyard and add it to your hand.
It's alright. I mean, it's situational with that spell or trap effect. I don't know if that includes pendulum summoning. I'm not really sure. Oh, it says from hand or graveyard, so no, it doesn't.
Yeah.
I mean, it's alright.
Pretty solid. I'm sure that, like I said before, some combos with stuff we don't know about.
Yeah.
Okay, so this is an ultra and ultimate rare. Ritual Beast, Ulti, Gaia Paleo.
He looks stupid.
I think all the Ritual Beasts looks.
I mean, I get it's like Leo, like the guy is riding Leo. That's what it looks like. But Leo's like on fire, but has water on his arm. I don't know.
I'm into it.
There's a tree in the back. I don't know.
Alright, so you need one Ritual Beast Ulti monster, one Ritual Beast Tamer, and one Spiritual Beast monster. Must be special summoned from your extra deck by banishing the above card you control. It cannot be special summoned any other ways. You do not use polymerization. If summoned this way, this card gains this effect. During either player's turn, when a spell, trap, card, or monster effect is activated, you can banish one Ritual Beast card from your hand, negate the activation, and destroy it. Sick.
And he's 3,200.
Yeah.
So. And if you had Apollio out, or whatever it is, that guy, you ditch one, they all gain 500 attack. He's 37, so. But getting an ulti monster, I think, is really relevant. Because you have to get rid of a monster, and he can't unfuse, so that's a little bit of a...
It's like an all-in card.
Yeah.
Okay.
This is the guy that's on the front of the pack.
Yeah, Clearwing, Synchro Dragon. He's the ghost rare of the pack. This set, I mean, he's a Synchro, 2,500 attack, 2,000 defense, 7-star. One tuner, one or more non-tuners. Once per turn during either player's turn, when another level 5 or higher monster activates the effect on the field, you can negate the activation if you do destroy it. So it has to be level 5 or higher.
That's an alright effect.
Yeah. Once per turn during either player's turn, when a monster effect is activated that targets exactly one level 5 or higher monster on the field and no other card, you can negate the activation, and if you do, destroy it. What do you think about that effect?
Well, no, keep reading. The effect's not done.
Oh, if this card effect destroys a monster, this card gains attack equal to the destroyed monster's attack until the end of the turn.
I think it's good. He protects himself from Silent Honor, which is really, really relevant. So, he's really good. Him plus Leo is really good. I'll probably be using him. Is it just any tuner?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah.
One.
So he's a level 7. I'll be using him in like Black Wings and stuff.
Ooh, and we have a Yang Zing.
No. Oh.
Alright, this guy's just disgusting. It's like the main card of Yang Zing for synchros. Chao Feng, Phantom of the Yang Zing. One tuner, one or more non-tuners, 2,800 attack, 2,200 defense. While this synchro summon card is on the field, your opponent cannot activate effects of monster with the same original attribute as the Yang Zing monsters used to synchro them.
So if you use any of them, it's like...
So that's disgusting in itself. When this synchro summon card is destroyed by battle or card effect is set to graveyard, you can add one tuner monster from your deck to your hand. Of course, Yang Zing. Once per turn, when a monster your opponent controls, monster or monsters your opponent controls is destroyed by battle or card effect, You can special summon one worm-type monster from your deck in defense position, whose original tribute matches the original tribute that one of those destroyed monsters had on the field.
If they get this guy out, he's not dying.
Mm-hmm.
Because he's going to have immunity from traps, spells, and monster effects. Plus, he's going to be probably 3,300. So,
I'm actually kind of excited for rogue things in tournaments, even though I know you hate them, but it would be nice to see.
Dude, I don't even want to see anything that says Yang on it. Never mind Zing.
And just both of them, forget it.
Yeah.
All right, I'll read the next three and then I'll give it to you.
Yeah.
All right, Raid Raptor Blaze Falcon. He's an XYZ, 5-star, 1,000 attack, 2,000 defense.
So weak for 3 5-star.
Yeah, right. So 3 level 5 Wing Beast. While this card has an XYZ material, it can attack your opponent directly for 1,000. When this card inflicts battle damage to your opponent, you can target one monster your opponent controls, destroy it. So, once per turn, you can detach one XYZ material from this card, destroy as many special summon monsters your opponent controls as possible. And if you do, inflict 500 damage to your opponent for each monster destroyed by
He just destroys everything.
He's a destroyer of worlds.
See, his target one monster your opponent controls and destroy it. It doesn't even have to be face up.
Mm-hmm.
So you can't even set a monster. I mean, he only has 1,000 attacks, so he's really easy to get over. Mm-hmm. Except they're just gonna like use Mirror Force and just you're gonna cry. Oh, God, I lost to this guy one time.
Seems pretty solid. How easy is it in Raid Raptors to get him out?
Really easy.
Yeah.
You can get him out first turn if you really wanted to.
That's pretty good.
This guy I've never seen. I've never seen 3 level 6, but I can see how you could do it.
Revolution Falcon. 3 level 6, 2,000 attack, 3,000 defense. You can detach one XYZ material from this card. This turn, this card can attack all monsters your opponent controls once each. At the start of the damage step, if this card battled a face-up special summon monster, that monster's attack and defense becomes 0. If this card has a Raid Raptor XYZ material as a monster as an XYZ material gains this effect. Once per turn, you can target one monster your opponent controls, destroy it, and inflict damage to your opponent equal to half the attack.
Sick. So you even have to detach to use that effect. As long as it has a Raid Raptor under it, you're like, yeah, I'm gonna just kill that guy. And then you take 2,800.
Yeah.
Half of the attack. So, and then he just attacks. Oh, you special summoned all those guys? Attack, you're dead. Attack, you're dead. Attack, you're dead. Sick.
Alright, this is an Ultra and Ultimate Rare. This, everyone on, including me with my Tellarknight deck, uses this to get Cyber Infinity and then Nova out, because he's just disgusting. Level
this
4.
Guy's not very good, though.
Oh, he's not good. His effect is good to get other guys out.
Yeah, but otherwise his effects just pretty trash.
So 2 or more level 4 monsters. Once per chain during either player's turn, you can detach 3 XYZ materials from this card, special summon from your extra deck 1 monster that is 1 rank higher than this card, except the number monster. By using this face-up card you control as XYZ material. This is treated as an XYZ summon. XYZ materials attached to this card also become XYZ materials on the summon monster. You can detach 7 materials from this card to skip your opponent's next turn. During each player's end phase, you can attach 1 Stellar Knight card from your extra deck to this card as a face-up XYZ material. So that effect's kind of slow. Most people just go into another rank up from his original rank.
Because even skipping their turn after waiting 2 turns to do it is just not even worth it. And that's if you used 5 monsters to make this guy that they're just going to re-Geiki.
Yeah, exactly. I've never seen anyone use that effect. I'm sure someone has used it. But.
Yeah. Well, next we have Madolchi pudding says chocolate la mode, whatever.
Chocolate a la mode.
Yeah, it's made of it's on the top of a chocolate cake made of chocolate. It has blonde hair. Don't understand. 2 level 5 Earth monsters. So Nick's probably gonna use this card. You can also XYZ this card by using a rank 4 or lower Madolchi XYZ as you control as XYZ material. So you can just use a Madolchi as level 4s to get this guy out. So that's pretty good. Once per turn, you can target 1 Madolchi card in your graveyard, shuffle into the deck. When this card has Madolchi, Pudding Tris as an XYZ material. When a Madolchi card is in your graveyard, is shuffled from your main deck, you can detach
Shuffled into the main deck.
Yeah, shuffled into the main deck. You can detach one XYZ material from this card. Special summon one Madolchi monster from your deck in attack position or face down defense position. So
I like how they're giving Madolchi some more support though, because it's still a rogue deck. People still use it.
yeah, I mean it's
still
not
fairly
bad.
decent.
It's not bad. I think this effect is pretty good. But you have to have the Pudding Tris. Is which one's Pudding Tris?
I think she's a 5-star.
Yeah, she is a 5-star. So, nah. I mean, maybe if she's easy to get out, if you have like the cards where you can just special summon them from your hand or whatever, I think it could be good. Fusion conscription. God, I can't talk today, man. Too much work. Okay, reveal one fusion monster from your extra deck, and if you do, add one of the fusion material monsters listed on that card from your deck or graveyard to your hand. So that's really good. But for the rest of the this turn, you cannot normal summon, set, or special summon monsters or activate effects of monsters with the same name as the monster added to your hand by this effect. You can only use this effect once per turn. So
it's still really good. You just can't use that card. You can normal summon, special summon, and activate effects of any other monster though.
Yeah, this is really good because you can get any card that you need essentially to your hand.
Yeah.
And then, I mean, Gladiator Beast. This could be good with. And I don't know. I think it's a really good card.
Overall, good card for fusions.
Yep. Frightful Factory. Is that the next one? Did I skip one? No, that's the next one. We had to skip the Madolchi fusion card. No,
Wait.
The Performapal one.
You know what this reminds me of?
What's that?
Just Frightfurs in general. It reminds me of that one game. What's it called? I can't. It'll come to me. Just keep it on.
You can banish one Polymerization spell card or fusion spell card from your graveyard, except Diffusion Wave Motion, guys. You cannot fusion using Diffusion Wave Motion. Just keep that in mind always. Fusion summon one Frightful Fusion monster from your extra deck using monsters from your hand or your side field as fusion materials. If this card is sent to the graveyard, you can target one of your banished Frightfur Fusion. Banish Frightfur Fusions. So the actual card, that's what confused me. I was like, wait, what? Add it to your hand. You can only use this effect once per turn. So it just gives you another. Oh, actually, it's a continuous, so you can use this multiple times. All right, no, that's a really good card. I haven't seen any of them use it. Maybe it's too slow or something, but I mean, it seems all right.
5 Nights at Freddy's, by the way.
Oh, yeah.
Not just kidding.
I was thinking of older games. Rank up Magic Revulsion Force. Revolution, yeah. See, I can't read today, man. I'm just
such a long effect.
Yeah, I know. Apply this effect depending on whose turn it is.
Oh, it's a quick play, yeah.
Yeah. Your turn. Target one Raid Raptor XYZ. So this is Raid Raptor support. Yeah. You control special summon from your extra deck one Raid Raptor monster that is one ranked higher. Okay, so this is how you get out the 6 one. Yeah. So you can use this to get out the level 6 one. Is treat XYZ, obviously. If you have 2 of these in your hand, you can actually go from the level 4 one to the level 6 one and then just win the game. Your opponent's turn. Target one face-up XYZ monster your opponent controls that has no XYZ materials. Take control of that face-up XYZ monster your opponent controls and special summon from your extra deck one Raid Raptor that is 1 higher than that monster using it as the XYZ material.
Oh, that's so gross.
That is really... That second effect is better than the first effect.
It's way better.
And the first effect is good.
That's so good.
That is really good.
I think Raid Raptors are going to be really welcome. Really good.
Yeah, I might try them. We cannot see the Yosenju card because it is Reddit out there. Zephyr Path. Is next the field card? Yeah, next is the field card. The secret rare field card. Alright. Activate only if you control 2 Zephyr cards in your Pendulum Zone with Pendulum Scales 1 and 7. So you have to have one of the guys that's 1 and one of the guys that is 7. When this card is activated, shuffle all monsters you control into the deck except Zephyr monsters. Neither player can switch summon monsters except from the hand or extra deck. You control a card in the Pendulum Zone. This card cannot be targeted by card effects. If a card in your Pendulum Zone is destroyed, destroy this card.
Mm.
What do you think of this card?
I mean, I think it's pretty solid.
I think I'm playing Zephrys.
Good luck.
This is literally a Vanity's Emptiness that does not hurt you.
Mm.
It doesn't do anything to you. You're just like, I'll play this. They're like, oh, okay, now I'll just special summon all these guys from my extra deck in hand. Oh, I'll attack you for game. Oh.
Either player can special summon monsters from the hand or extra deck. Yeah, that's really good.
I think it's pretty good.
You gonna play Zephyr?
I might play Zephrys. Especially because of this card, Oracle of the Zephyr. If you have not faced this card in anything, well, you're missing out.
I can't believe it's secret rare.
It's secret rare field card. Do a quick search, see if there's any other secret rare field cards, but I think this is the only one. When this card is activated, add one Zephyr monster from your deck to your hand. That's already really good. When you ritual summon using a Zephyr monster or special summon using a Zephyr monster as a material, you can activate these effects depending on the monster summoned once per turn per effect. If you ritual summon one monster in the field, shuffle one monster in the field into the deck. It does say you can. Yeah, you can activate these effects, so they're all optional. Fusion summon. Special summon one monster from your hand. Synchro. Choose one monster from your deck and place it on top of your deck, which is the worst one.
Mm-hmm.
XYZ. Draw one card, then discard one card. So, yeah. This card is disgusting.
Also, a quick search, I didn't find any other ones.
No, so I think this is the only field card that is actually secret rare, which makes it actually pretty exciting. I'll let you read the next few.
Okay. Where are we?
Void Vanishment, which has like a scanned card of it.
Yeah, super rare, continuous spell card. You can discard one card, add one void spell or trap card from your deck to your hand, except Void Banishment, or Null and Void. Also, you cannot normal special summon monsters for the rest of the turn, except Infernoid monsters. You can only use the effect of Frozen Void once per turn. If an Infernoid monster you control battles an opponent's monster after damage calculation, you can send this card to the graveyard, banish both of those monsters.
Okay, I just want to say, I used to run Null and Void, dude. Activate only... I'm just going to read what it does, because... Activate only when an effect of drawing cards is activated. Both players see the cards drawn by the effect and discard them all to the graveyard. I used to run that card because it was really good. That's when you could use Pot of Greed. So, yeah. This card's really good. If you can get the Void cards from the deck, it speeds up the deck a lot. So, I think it's good. And then you're discarding a card, so you can discard one of your Infernoids that's dead in your hand.
All right, guys. The
Second
next
best card in the set.
Secret rare Galaxy Cyclone. Everyone was dreading this because it's going to be hard to get. And
$60.
It's going to be a staple besides MST because there's so. All right. The reason why is because first of all, it's not a quick play, but with all the floodgates now, it's too good. Everyone's going to be running it because there's so many floodgates out right now. It's just, you need to. I mean, maybe side an MST, but Galaxy Cyclone is just too good. Anyways, target one spell or trap card on the field, destroy it. Okay, cool. During your main phase, except the turn this card was sent to the graveyard, you can banish this card from your graveyard, then target one face-up spell or trap card on the field, destroy it. You can only use the effect once per turn.
Yeah. So
disgusting. Absolutely disgusting.
Yeah, you're usually going to use this alongside MST. You're not going to just put 3 of these and get rid of MSTs because you can only use 1 per turn. If you draw 2 MSTs, that's much better than drawing 2 Cyclones. So a 1 or 2 of, but it is going to be an expensive card.
Just because it's secret rare.
And then we can't see the next card, which is I think is the fusion spell card for the Melodious.
Melodious, yeah, probably. So next card, Pendulum Rising, common. Send one monster you control to the graveyard. Special summon one monster from your main deck. One Pendulum monster from your main deck with the same level as the sent monster's original level, but is destroyed during the end phase. You can only activate 1 a turn.
Not bad. Especially if you get the guy that just allows you to, like, ritual summon.
True.
I don't know what Unexpected Die is, but
it's
going to be super rare.
Yeah. Performapal Pinch Helper, continuous trap card.
The art, though.
That art is too good. Once per turn, when an opponent's monster declares an attack, you can negate the attack.
Direct attack.
Direct attack, yeah. You can negate the attack, and if you do, special summon one Performapal from your deck. But its effects are negated. When an attack is declared involving a monster you control and an opponent's monster, you can send this face-up card the field to the graveyard. You take no battle damage.
I mean, it's all right.
It's all right, yeah.
You can get your hammer, the hammer guy from your deck. Just summon him. You know, you could do some cool things with that. Oh, is this the Melodious Fusion card, maybe? No, this is the trap card.
I love this art, though. It's really cool.
Yeah, it's really good.
Target one Melodious monster you control this turn is unaffected by effects of your opponent's spell and trap cards. It also can make a second attack during each battle.
Because the first effect wasn't good.
Yeah, the first effect wasn't good enough, so now you can attack twice.
Okay, my question is, though, can it make an attack during each battle phase? Is that forever?
I think so. Otherwise, it wouldn't say it like that. Also, it can make a second attack during each battle phase. So yeah, I think you know, like Gagaga Shield. How I know it equips.
Yeah.
But I mean, I think this is the same thing. I think the effect stays on the card.
I mean, we could always test it on Dev Pro, anyways.
We'll
test it after this anyway.
So that's really good. If it's, I mean, it's good nonetheless. But if it's a permanent, it's
even when they're just like Dark Hole, and then you just flip this card, you're already winning. So.
Yep. Fluffle Crane trap card. When a face-up Fluffle monster you control is destroyed by battle with an opponent's attacking monster or by an opponent's card effect instead of the graveyard, target one of those monsters, add it to your hand, and if you do, draw a card.
So yeah, this card is really good. I've lost to this card before too. Because you attack into their Fluffle Dog, they just return it and then they get to draw a card.
Yeah, it's pretty good.
It's like, oh, cool. Well, that was kind of a wow. I did 400 damage to you. Whoa.
So good. Every time. Alright, continuous trap card, Chosen of Zephyra. So this is interesting. I love the art. It has all the Ritual Beasts, all the Zephyras.
It pretty much looks like something I would make for the
Yeah, like like the thumbnails for you.
Yeah. Just copy and paste the pictures onto a board.
That's what they did. That's crazy. Alright, so this card gains these effects depending on the number of face-up Zephyr monsters with different names in your extra deck. 3 or more monsters you control gain 100 attack for each face-up monster in extra guarded.
I mean, no, actually that's not bad because that's 300. I mean, that could be relevant.
5 or more monsters you control cannot be destroyed by opponent's card.
See, as soon as you have 5, you won.
Yeah, 5. So put 5 or more. 8 or more monsters you control cannot be targeted by opponent's card effect.
Let's be honest. If you have 8, you already lost.
Yeah, exactly. So hopefully you use this very soon, so you don't get rid of all the cards in your extra deck. So use it as soon as possible.
Yeah.
10. You can send this card to the graveyard, shuffle all cards from your opponent's hand, field, and graveyard into the deck.
Okay, if you do that and you don't win, you lost.
Yeah, it looks like just quit.
Okay, and just a pro tip: use 2 of these at most in your deck, and definitely run Magical Planter.
So. Yeah, true. Because I mean, eventually you're gonna have less and less if it lasts that long.
Yeah, and if they MST it, then I mean, it's not a huge deal. But if you get stuck with 3 of these in your hand, I mean, it's pretty much a wash. And you only need to use the 10 effect once.
Yeah, you don't need to use it.
It says different names, right? Does it say different names? They have to have different names. Yeah, different names. So I don't know. I don't know if it'll even see play, but it's definitely a very interesting card. Yeah.
Next card, it's a counter Zephyr card. This card is disgusting. All right, so I was talking to about this card to Shocky. Was it yesterday?
2 days ago. Yeah.
2 days ago. It's absolutely disgusting. It's one of the best counter trap cards. That and Yosenju Secret Move, both absolutely disgusting.
I think Secret Move's better though.
So this card, when a spell, trap card, or monster effect is activated, banish 1 face-up Zephyr monster from your extra deck and just negate it and destroy it.
And then they just go, oh, okay, game 2.
Yeah, so I think this is a 3 of.
Yeah, if you're playing Zephyrs, it's a 3 of.
It's really good.
Don't really use it with Chosen of the Zephyrs though, because it's probably not the best.
Okay, so I'll read the next 3, I guess. So the next one, Void Purification. Continuous trap card. If you control a monster that is not an Infernoid monster, send this card to the graveyard. You can only use the effect of Rising Void once per turn. Each of these effects once per turn. During each of your opponent's standby phases, you can target one Infernoid monster in the graveyard, add it to your hand.
Nah.
During each of your standby phases, you can target one of your banished Infernoid monsters, return it to the graveyard.
Okay. Can you just... Well, that's a really good effect, but... Can you just tell me why it says you can use each one of these effects once per turn, but you can only use one during your opponent's turn and one turn your turn?
Yeah, that's a good effect.
The second effect's good, the first effect is not very good. Because you want them in your graveyard.
Yeah, well, I mean, most of the time you do, yeah.
Well, here's Jar of Avarice, because they got rid of Pot of Avarice.
So
yeah.
Yeah, so this is a secret rare, actually. Target 5 cards in your graveyard except Jar of Avarice. Shuffle all 5 in the deck and draw a card. You can only activate one a turn.
So good! It's better than Pot of Avarice because it's 5 cards.
Mm-hmm.
It's not 5 monsters.
Yeah.
So as soon as you have 5 cards and you get this set, you're in a really good position because you can return your Regekis, your Dark Holes, your MST, anything. And then you get to draw 1 card. So it replaces itself plus puts cards that are gas back into your deck. Soul charging twice in one game.
Yeah.
I mean, I think it's pretty good.
1 or 2 of.
Yeah, definitely a one of, but if you can 2 of.
Okay, so next is I'm looking forward to this because I run commas.
Yeah, until he special summoned a monster.
Yeah, I took. Alright, so.
He was a big, cool guy.
I put it in and I just totally forgot because I didn't use it yet and I wasn't thinking. But anyway, lose a turn, draw card, continuous, activate. It's another floodgate. Activate only if you control no special summon monsters. Commas don't. Negate the effect of all special summon monsters during the turn they're special summoned, and then if effect monsters special summon attack position, change them to defense. So it negates the attack and puts them in defense. So pretty much it makes them absolutely useless when you probably need them the most.
Yeah, and let me tell you what's most useless about this card. What's most useless against this card? U.A.s. All right. If we're going to a tournament on the 14th, and that's the first day the pack comes out. If somebody's already running this card, because I'm going there with U.A.s, because I'm going to buy a box, pull the U.A.s, and I'm going to put them right in my deck. And if somebody's running this card, I lose. So I'm just gonna put my Mind Crushes into my deck, right? And then every turn, every time they draw, I'm just gonna be like, flip, lose a turn, lose 1 turn. Oh no, I guess I'll just discard, flip, lose 1 turn. Oh god, it kills U.A.s.
I can't wait for that. All right, go ahead.
Okay, we have Fiend Griefing, which has, of course, the Fabled monsters on it. Target 1 monster in your opponent's graveyard, shuffle into the deck. Then you can send 1 Fiend monster from your deck to the graveyard. So this would be good if that guy didn't have to be on the field to be sent to the graveyard to get the level 8 Fiend. But, of course, he does. I imagine there's something to do with the Fableds that this is really good with, so... we got Abyss Sungri. It looks stupid.
Whatever.
This card looks stupid.
Leave him alone. It looks like a really old art.
It does.
Like someone in 1996. Maybe.
1996.
Yeah.
Oh god, this was in Yugi's deck. This card confirmed.
I'm pretty sure it might have been.
So some of this card is an effect monster. He's a Thunder Light 5. Cannot be destroyed by battle.
Boom, best card in it.
All right, I'd rather just use Marshmallow. Monster Rebone, because we cannot see the other 2 that are around it. I felt like this card was already out, but I guess it's not. If your opponent special summons a monster this turn, activate this effect by targeting 1 monster in your opponent's graveyard. Special summon it to your side of the field in defense position. When this card leaves the field, banish that monster. When that monster leaves the field, destroy this card. So
it's a continuous.
Yeah, it's just to call the Haunted that you get special summon one of your opponent's monsters only if they had special summon a monster this turn.
Yeah.
So I guess it's good against Satellar's, but other than that, no.
Oh, here you go. Your favorite card that I know you have a combo you want to tell everyone.
Yeah, I do. I don't know if it's 100% worth or works because of the rulings yet, but I'll read the card.
In theory.
Yeah, in theory, I think this works, and I don't know if this card's actually on Dev Pro because I think it might be a TCG exclusive. I'm not sure because it doesn't have a Japanese name, so it is a TCG exclusive.
Okay.
If the equipped monster battles opponent's monster during damage calculation, the equipped monster's attack and defense become the original attack of the defense of the monster attacked, except plus 100. If this face-up card is sent from the field to the graveyard, pay 500 life points. Place this card on either the top or the bottom of your deck. So there's a little-known card out there called Cat Ear Tribe. Nick knows it because he lost to it a lot back in the day to me.
I don't know what you're talking about.
And that card says, when this card attacks a monster during damage calculation, make that monster's attack 200. And, so what I'm thinking is that this card equipped to that, you will gain that monster's attack, and then their attack will go down to 200. So now you're going to do a lot of damage with this one little Cat Ear Tribe equipped with Moon Mirror Shield. And it's going to be absolutely hilarious, and I hope it's an actual thing, because I'm not sure if it is. And we can't test it right now, so.
So do you think it'll be good?
I think it's good. I think this card is actually really, really good.
Mm-hmm.
If you're running little monsters in your deck, this is an amazing card. Hidden Armory is a thing, so
Yeah.
really, really good card. Now we got the Burning Abyss stuff. I'll let Nick read the Burning Abyss so I can do the UA stuff.
Alright, super rare. His name...
Oh, he's super rare?
Yeah. Shaggy.
Oh, they have a secret rare? That's stupid because all the other ones are just rare.
I think the other ones are better too. Alright, so 3-star, 1100 attack, 900 defense. If you control a monster that is not in a Burning Abyss monster, destroy this card. You can only use...
Yeah, it's all the Burning Abyss guys.
Yep. You can only use one of the following effects of him once per turn and only once that turn. If you control no spell or trap cards, you can special summon this card from your hand. Okay.
Same thing, they all do that.
Yep. If this card is sent to the graveyard, you could choose one Burning Abyss card from your deck and place it on the top of your deck.
Not very good.
That's what I'm saying. The other ones I just feel like are much more consistent.
Yeah, that effect is really bad in my opinion.
Yeah. Alright, so this is the rare one, Barbar. If you control a monster that is not a Burning Abyss... Well, first of all, he's 1700 attack for a 3-star, which is pretty good. Let's say that first. If you control a monster that is not a Burning Abyss monster, destroy this card. Yeah, you can only use one of the... You can only use one of the following effects of Barbar once per turn, and only that turn. If you control no spell or trap card, special summon it, yeah. If this card is sent to a graveyard, you can target up to 3 Burning Abyss cards in your graveyard, except Barbar, banish them, and inflict 300 damage to your opponent for each.
Okay, let's just move on.
900. Boom. But for 1700, keep that in mind.
But look at Dante's back.
Whoa.
I'm already on the next card. I got rid of Barbar, he said.
Alright, so this is an interesting card.
Yeah, it's Dante's alter ego.
Pilgrim of the Burning Abyss. 9-star. Fairy Fusion. 2800 attack, 2500 defense. Materials, 3 Burning Abyss monsters with different names.
That's not that hard, though. It's not that hard to get out.
Yeah, true.
Especially, I mean, you have one that searches one that special summons one back from the graveyard, and then you have one that special summons one from the deck. So right there, you already have 3.
Must be fusion summon and can't be special summoned in any other ways. Cannot be targeted by an opponent's card effect. Once per turn during either player's turn, you can send one BA card from your hand to the graveyard. Draw 1 card.
And then you get their effect.
If this card is destroyed by battle and sent to the graveyard, or if this card you control is sent to the graveyard by an opponent's card effect, you can send 1 random card from your opponent's hand to the graveyard.
So his second effect's not good, but his first effect to draw and then activate the effect of the Burning Abyss monster is really good.
Yeah, and his third effect is just like a random little effect just when he dies. So.
And he can't be targeted by opponent's card effects, which is really relevant and really good. So Dante will be used 110% because of this next card.
The Terminus of the Burning Abyss, ultra rare spell card. Fusion summon 1 Burning Abyss fusion monster from your extra deck using monsters from your hand or your set of field as fusion materials. During your main phase, except the turn that this card was sent to the graveyard, you can banish this card from your graveyard, then target 1 BA monster on the field. It gains 800 attack and defense until the end of your opponent's next turn.
Yeah, it's not good, but it's
it's relevant though.
Yeah, it's better than polymerization in some circumstances, but Permalarization can be searched.
Mm.
Okay, so here we go with my cards here. I'm a big UA fan. If you haven't watched my video of UAs, which has been going up in views, make sure you check that out. I'm going to be doing a mock-up deck list on Wednesday of the deck using proxies, so you guys will see that and see how I'm going to play it. Of course, you can special summon this by returning UA. They all have the effect. You can only do this once per turn. If this card attacks defense position monster, inflict piercing damage to your opponent. Nick said this card is terrible.
No. Listen. I saw that, and I just went on because I didn't think his second effect would.
Yeah, he's like, dude, it's too bad the two monsters are garbage. One just pierces. I was like, what are you talking about? Because when he does damage to your opponent, you can target one card in the field and destroy it.
I didn't read that part.
When you have Stadium out, you special summon him. He's 3,000 attack with piercing, so you're able to attack, do damage, and then destroy. You know, if they have a larger monster on the field, you can destroy that monster. If they have a back row, you can destroy that card. So it's just a really, really, really good card. Definitely a one-of, just like all the other UA monsters that you run.
It kind of sucks that he's common. You'd think he'd at least be a rare.
They're all common. All the other ones were rare, except Stadium, which is common. All the good ones are, I don't know. They just like making them common. You can special summon this card by return one UA monster. You can only do this once per turn. If this card is special summoned by during your opponent's turn or normal summoned, so if it's normal summoned on your turn or special summoned on your opponent's turn, you can special summon one UA monster from your hand or graveyard, except the Rebounder. You can only use this effect once per turn. So he's 2,200 attack, 2,300 defense. Not very good. He's a side deck card for sure, but you're definitely not going to run this guy. He's not that good. He doesn't really do anything, and normal summoning him is kind of hard unless you use the best card of all time, UA Signing Deal.
I like the art.
Yeah, it's like he's getting it's Tony Romo. Special summon one UA monster from your deck, but its effects are negated. That does not matter because you can return it back to your hand to special summon another one. Also, it cannot be used Synchro or XYZ. That's fine. You lose life points equal to the level of that monster times 300. That's fine. You can only use one of these per turn. That's fine. So, the play that you can do is you can use this effect, pay 1,500 life points, go get either, whichever one you want. You can get Slugger or you can get the Perfect Ace. Tribute them to play the Rebounder. Rebounder activates, special summon it back from your graveyard. So that's a play you could do to get 2 UA out really quickly and to get 2 of the same UA named monsters out on the same turn. So keep that in mind. But this card is a 3-of, guaranteed 100%. It
makes it way more consistent.
Yeah, it gives you your 9th copy of Midfielder. It's really, really good. And now this is a card I don't know how I feel about. At the start of damage step, if your UA monster battles opponent's monster, you can banish that opponent's monster until your opponent's second end phase, which seems alright, because then you could just attack directly or whatever. You can only use this effect once per turn. You could banish this card from the graveyard. Add 1 UA spell card from your deck to your hand, though. That effect seems absolutely ridiculous. But I just don't know if I want to run this card.
It's a little slow, but the second effect isn't slow, so it's like...
Yeah. I mean, you can push for game with the first effect, but at the same time, you're usually going to want to have Royal Decrees up anyway.
Yeah.
So the second effect you can still use because it activates from the graveyard, even if you have a Royal Decree. But I don't know. I don't know how I feel about this, so I'll see going forward. I'm going to play test as soon as it's on Dev Pro. So I'll let you get the last of them because my throat hurts and I'm tired and I can't read.
Alright, trap card, half unbreak. Target one monster on the field this turn. That monster cannot be destroyed by battle. Also, any battle damage you take from battle involving that monster is halved.
Bad.
Yeah. Too slow. Too slow. Okay.
This card is so good.
The Melody of Awakening Dragon, super rare. The art, that guitar. Discard 1 card. Add up to 2 dragon monsters with 3,000 or more attack and 2,500 or less defense from your deck or hand. Okay. Blue
so
eyes.
Good.
Blue eyes.
You have 3,000 or more attack though, so it's
true. Yeah.
Some other stuff. I don't know what has more attack. That's because it's not a normal monster either. So it's really, I mean, there's probably relevant things that you could do with it.
True. This is common, right? Yep. Quick play, cybernetic fusion support. Pay half your life points. So it's like a hero live.
Screw this card.
Once, if you fusion summon a machine type monster this turn, you can banish monsters from your hand, graveyard, and or your side of the field as fusion material. You can only activate one a turn.
So this pretty much allows you to use polymerization, you chain this card, and then you can use your graveyard. Which just is stupid because you chain this card. Who cares if you pay half your life points, because now you have a 9,000 attack monster that can attack 9 times.
It's just what we needed. Powerful Rebirth. Super rare continuous trap.
Hold on, I skipped a card.
No problem.
Okay, I'm ready.
Activate this card by targeting one level 4 lower monster in the graveyard, special summon it. Its level is increased by 1 and it gains 100 attack and defense. When that target is destroyed, destroy this.
Call the Haunt, that gives 100 attack and 1 level.
But except it has to be level 4 or lower.
Yeah. Which is most every card ever.
Yeah, true. So we got a XYZ super rare Utopia Prime.
That attack though. That attack
2,510 attack. I want it to get galed so hard.
Get galed twice. 2.5.
I'm into that.
We should do it on Death Pro.
Yeah, we will. We'll put up a funny video or something like that. Alright, so 4-star requires 3 level 4 light monsters. You can also XYZ summon this card by using a number 39 Utopia you control as XYZ material. XYZ materials attached to that monster also become XYZ materials on this card. If your opponent's life points are at least 3,000 higher than yours, you can detach 3 of the materials from this card, then pay life points so that you only have 10 left. You can have 10 life points. Destroy as many special summon monsters your opponent controls as possible, and if you do banish them, then inflict 300 damage to your opponent for each monster banished by this effect. My question is, why is it not 100? Why is it 10? That's my number 1 question.
I don't know. They could just made him 2,600 attack and then made it 100 for this.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, it's kind of nice to see. It's a little refreshing, but it's super awkward.
Yeah, Utopia is that crappy one, that 2,500 one that like kills himself if he doesn't have any materials. So, right. This card. Why is this card super rare? Why is it not secret rare?
Galaxy has full armor Photon Dragon. 3 level 8 monsters, level 8.
Yeah, that's not relevant.
Yeah, 3,500 defense. You can also XYZ summon this card by using a Galaxy Eyes XYZ monster you control as XYZ material, except Galaxy Eyes full armor Photon Dragon. Yeah, and the same materials become on this card. Once per turn, you can target up to 2 equipped cards equipped to this card, attach them to this card as XYZ materials. Once per turn, you can detach 1 of the XYZ materials from this card, then target 1 face-up card your opponent controls to destroy it.
So pretty much all he says is detaching a material to destroy a card on the field for 4,000 attack. Yeah. No drawbacks. Easy to get out.
Yeah. Very easy. Alright.
This card looks really cool secret, but they made it common.
Yeah, I know. Performapal Thunder Rhino. 200 attack, 1,800 defense, 3-star. Light. Your opponent cannot target other Performapal monsters for attack except this one. If a Performapal card you control would be destroyed by battle or card effect, except Performapal Thunder Rhino, while this card is in your graveyard, you can banish this card instead.
I like to think of it as Thunder Hino.
Boo. Boo. So what do you think about that effect?
Yeah, he's alright. I faced him and I just attacked him and then that was it. And everything was fine because he's so weak.
So this card is the best card in the set. Primitive.
Actually, it's not bad.
If you control no monsters, you can special summon this card from your hand. Once per turn, you can increase the levels of all insect monsters you control by 1. So, he's 5 stars, but you can special summon him. So, my question is, Shocky, will you be playing him in an insect deck? Because I know you love insects.
I would if it said all other insect monsters by 1. But since he increases himself to 6, it kind of makes him pointless.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah, good point.
Yeah.
Yeah, true.
And he's only 1,200 attack, so he's not really worth it.
Right.
But he's not bad. He's not terrible. He allows you to tribute for like insect level 3, insect level 5. I mean.
Yeah.
So.
All right. Next card, rare. Junk Anchor. He's a tuner, warrior, 0 attack, 0 defense, 2-star. For a synchro summon, you can substitute this card for any synchron tuner monster, so he's with the synchron archetype. Once per turn, you can discard 1 card, then target 1 junk non-tuner monster in your graveyard and special summon it. Immediately after the effect resolves, synchro summon 1 monster that lists a synchron monster as a tuner using only this card in that target. Synchro materials used for this card are banished.
So they just get banished after. I've seen somebody use this card. I don't know if it was good because I just bottomless the Nitro Synchron that he special summoned off of this plus Junk Synchron, Junk Warrior.
Mm-hmm.
I just bottomless it, so I don't. I mean, it's good because you could just get a lot of stuff out, but I mean, people love that junk stuff. Oh, here's Nick's.
All right, guys. So as you know, if you guys haven't checked it out, I put up a Harpy deck list on Shocky's channel. Check it out. I love Harpies. I bought the deck IRL. It was super expensive only because when we first started playing, we didn't have any XYZs, so I spent about $500 just getting all the cards.
Mostly XYZs and staple like Spell and Trap, so
yeah,
in the end it's worth it.
Including Lightning's Joy, which was $35 when I got it at the time. Now
fake!
Now it's unfinished, yeah.
They're fake!
Yeah, okay. Anyways, so everyone, this card's very versatile. I'll try to fit it in my Harpy deck. I want to test it out a little bit. Harpy Harpist, 4-star. Winged Beast, 1700 attack, 600 defense. So this card's name becomes Harpy Lady while on the field or in the graveyard. You can only use the effects of Harpy Harpist once per turn, each of the effects. When this card is normal summon, you can target 1 Winged Beast type monster you control other than this card, and 1 face-up monster your opponent controls, and return them to the hand.
I've literally never seen anybody use that effect, by the way.
Yeah, I haven't either. That's only because you usually only have 1 at a time unless you're doing something else.
Yeah.
During the end phase, if this card is in the graveyard because it was sent there this turn, you can add 1 level 4 Winged Beast type monster with 1500 attack or less from your deck to your hand. So it pretty much searches almost everything except the one that searches out Harpies, Hunting Ground, Harpy Queen, because it's a 1900 beater. But everything else like Dancer, 1100 attack, Channeler, 1400 attack, Harpy, number, was it 1, I think, 1300 attack. So it pretty much gives you any Harpy except her.
The thing is, though, you literally go Channeler, and then you discard a card, special summon this card, XYZ, use the material, send this to the graveyard.
Yeah.
And then you get this effect to get another Channeler, so you can do it again next turn.
And there you go.
Sick.
And let me just note that they have 99 cards in this set, not 100.
Yeah, 99 cards. What happens if you click on the 99th card thingy?
I don't know.
I think my computer blew up. Oh, it just brings you to Harpist.
Yeah.
So that was our set review.
It was a very long video, but we hope you guys stayed for the whole thing and enjoyed.
Yeah, if not, I hope you skipped around at least.
Yeah.
It just saw the cards that you wanted.
Yeah.
But yeah, we can't wait. We're going to try to do a box opening. The first box, not so much because we'll be in a car ride on the way.
Let's do it.
Because our locals is like 45 minutes away.
Locals, quote unquote.
Yeah. It just opened up, and my girlfriend's gracious enough to give us a ride there. So even if I have to work that night, I'm going, and we have to leave at 2, and I'll have to work overnight. So it's going to be brutal, but I'm going to do it. I'm going to win.
Yeah.
We're coming second to Nick.
Because of lose-a-turn.
Because of the lose-a-turn. If we pull it, I'm not letting you put it in your deck.
Okay.
I'll let you put it in your deck.
But the thing is, I'm going to put it in my deck.
Yeah,
I don't want to know if I want to use Harpies or Commas, though.
I don't know. I think Commas. But we'll talk about that on our own.
Sure.
And so, yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you guys did, make sure you guys rate, subscribe, and comment. Check out DoxyRip's channel. He hasn't posted a video in forever.
I will.
Just keep commenting on all his videos. Post a new video, please. And maybe he'll post his rocks.
I have a rock deck, yes.
Yeah.
And it's very good against aliens.
It's good against... Aliens have bad matchup against rocks. It's confirmed.
Said no one ever except Shocky.
But, yeah, so go check that out. It's it's a DoxyRip. The link will be down in the underbar, as always, in all my videos. So check that out. Tell us what cards you like in the set, and tell us what cards you're going to use and what you're hoping for. And this comes out 2 months before the next ban list, so we'll get to play with at least some of the cards for a while.
Before they get limited.
Yep.
Or semi-limited.
Yeah.
Or straight out banned.
And I have a feeling that there's a field card going to get limited. But anyways, guys, I will see you guys later.
See ya.